And that is another point, a point that I'm not even gonna dig into, but it's a whole conspiracy theory online that Ice Spice, might have like a poop fetish or some shit because
what the fuck?
That's like her #1 reference point. Y'all know how like a lot of artists might have a catchphrase or something that they always
bro what nigga,
y'all know
bro,
how the game got his line, I'll be in a red rose, white ceiling.
Bro, what bro, what are we talking about right now? Niggas is talking about Ice Spice having a foot fetish? Bro, what? YouTube, welcome back to another video, man. Today we're reacting to It's Not Looking Good for Ice Spice by Get Like Prince, man. Let's shut out. Let's get into it, man.
The same song over and, but right now we're seeing it in real time. A tweet just went viral, 10 million views.
Right.
Saying exactly that.
Bro, we haven't heard about Ice Spice since fucking we reacted to some the whole McDonald's shit when she got into a fight with that girl and shit. That's the last time I heard like really something crazy happen. You know what I'm saying?
20 times.
Haven't heard about her in a little minute.
Ice Spice's career being in this state of nothing but bad reviews shouldn't be a surprise to anybody because y'all know Ice Spice. Her music was never the forefront of her career. That never was what carried her.
Yeah,
for a good artist, your music is supposed to do the heavy lifting.
I feel like for her, they really banked on like sexuality. You know how they always do with females, but they took her to like another fucking level. You know what I'm saying? Like when it came to that shit.
Ice Spice, her looks did the heavy lifting. People seen her, they was like, oh, she bad. Then they listen to the music, they're like, oh, this shit is trash. This isn't, this isn't gonna hold up.
This shit is trash.
Think about it. When is the last time you heard Ice Spice go viral?
Bro, I remember we seen her. My bad for pausing this shit, but it's just funny as hell. We used to see her on stage and shit. Like nobody would be like jumping to the music and shit, and next she just start twerking. Everybody start going crazy. That's funny as fuck.
Ice Spice name in the news because her music was really good, not over some BS, not her getting into a fight at McDonald's or her beefing with Nicki Minaj or her just being in these real childish situations. Let's really look through it. One of the biggest indicators that told a lot about the state of her career was when she would drop her Y2K album. Because not only did the Y2K album itself do bad, but the deluxe did even worse. Keep in mind, right? Ice Spice would come out and she would drop
But is that surprising though? Like, is that surprising though? That she's doing them type of numbers? Like we're not surprised. We all know Ice Spice wasn't gonna like go crazy like that. She never really was like the most just, oh my god, her music. Like it was about it's the image for real. You know what I'm saying? It's the image.
Okay, project. This was supposed to be her time. And it sold 28,000 copies first week for an artist that was her size. At that time, she had 12, 13, 14 million monthly listeners on Spotify. So you thinking, damn, her pull is crazy. Her audience reach must be something insane. Like it must mean she has a true fan base that's put up behind her. When she came out and dropped the music and it showed that wasn't the case.
Imagine being able to build an...
truly
at Black on Hall of Fame, boy.
40 million monthly listeners. But XXL will say this. On Monday, Chart revealed the first week sales for Ice Spice's latest album. According to the tweet, it says she sold 28,000 copies first week between July 26th and the week ending on August 4th. She would say, after the news surfaced online, Ice typed up a response regarding her latest accomplishment. Although the multi-platinum selling artist expressed her gratitude about her album release, she seemed more excited about what she's doing for her tour so far. Her last little EP project did 15K. So thank you to everyone who supported me. And thank you to the new support. And I mean, Twitter was on her ass. The internet was on her ass. One tweet would say, Ice Spice Y2K is truly a pathetic attempt at an album with a complete lack of identity, extremely mediocre lyrics about pooping in the same repetitive subjects with its jointly repetitive beats. Every track on this album is forgettable. She could have kept this one. And that is another point, a point that I'm not even gonna dig into, but it's a whole conspiracy theory online that Ice Spice, might have like a poop fetish or some shit because
what the fuck?
That's like her #1 reference point. Y'all know how like a lot of artists might have a catchphrase or something that they always
y'all know how
the game got his line, I'll be in a red rose, white ceiling.
Bro, what are we talking about right now? Niggas is talking about Ice Spice having a foot fetish? Bro, what?
Over and over and about pooping, and the internet was really digging into it. People was really putting think pieces behind some bullshit. It's the internet though, you can't be surprised.
Bro, Ice Spice having a foot fetish is fucking insane.
But back to the article, it says Ice Spice needs a new sound. She needs to get away from Riot, her producer, a producer that had a really big part to play in her career, but one that was also a big pain.
Didn't this nigga date her or some shit? Wasn't they dating or something? Like I think I heard some shit like that.
Because Riot really made a lot of her bigger songs. Her first hits, the songs that really put her on Riot was more than likely the producer behind it. And they had a really bad falling out. A falling out that looked bad on all parts, right? There was speculation that Ice Spice was cheating on Riot with Lil TJ. Then people are looking at Ice Spice like, damn, you backstabbing your mans like that. The nigga that really put you on, the man that gave you basically a career. He gave you these beats, he gave you these placements, he gave you these chances and built you up, and you flipped on them like that. And they had a lot of people looking at Ice Spice crazy.
For
and you know,
TJ?
the way that we even found this information out was because a friend of hers, a real close friend of Ice Spice, went through this really bad schizo moment. Baby Storm, right? She was friends with Ice Spice. And she started going through it one day and was just throwing all the
bro,
Ice
what
Spice.
the fuck?
Was friends with Ice.
Yo, this is the same fucking person, bro. Oh, fucks no, what the hell?
Spice. And she started going through it one day and was just
Bro,
throwing all the Ice Spice business online. And one of these pain points that she tackled was Riot and Ice Spice's relationship. She would say this: if you ever wish payday came sooner, this
hey,
might
man.
get her to take nation up. The link is
some money though.
The real mastermind behind her career and the one who pushed her to rap. She cheated on him with Lil TJ, then rapped about it on their song together. If you don't believe me, just go back and read the lyrics. Read the lyrics to Gangsta Boo. But this time, read carefully. They were talking about him. She knows no loyalty, not even to the only person who was always there for her. And then she would post a message where she texted Ryan and she was like, look, Ice Spice cheated on you back in 2022. Her and TJ had something going on. And she sat and lied to your face about it. You questioned her, she lied. You thought it was a problem, you thought something was really going on, she lied to you. This is what Ice Spice's friend allegedly said really went on. She said Ice Spice was in love with him for almost a year. It happened the night she slept in TJ's bed while you were in the house. She said this nigga was in the house, his girl upstairs getting crap by Lil TJ. No, that's a crazy storyline. I wouldn't even want the internet to know that. But this friend touched on a lot of points, a lot of crazy storylines.
That's tough. What the fuck? You telling me this nigga? You telling me this nigga was sleeping downstairs and she was upstairs getting cracked? You know what I'm saying? What the fuck? You know, I'm not gonna crash out. I'm not gonna crash out. I'm not gonna do it. I was thinking about it. I ain't even gonna do it, bro.
The internet to know that. But this friend touched on a lot of points that we're gonna touch on throughout this video.
Ain't gonna
she
do
would
it,
say,
bro.
by the way, don't worry about the hate I'm getting because the only people hating on me are the Barbs, who I don't care about. Nikki is also evil, and the Barbs hating don't even know that Ice Spice only used her for a feature. That's why she attacked Lotto too. Lotto has always been her biggest nightmare in competition. She jealous of her for years because Lotto,
bro, does this nigga,
Ice Spice was
what is going on, bro? Does this nigga have Fortnite music playing in the background? That shit pissing me off, bro.
Pretending to be. She purposely used
the
Nikki
fuck. I just realized that shit ain't got fucking Fortnite, man.
She could get a feature and surpass Lotto.
But back to this bitch. What the fuck? What you mean? What you mean? What you mean? You slept in the house? Like, what you mean?
It really went on.
It happened the night she slept in TJ's bed while you were in the house. What the fuck?
Said,
I'm still on that shit, bro.
Barbs, who I don't care about. Nikki is also evil, and the Barbs hating don't even know that Ice Spice only used her for a feature. That's why she attacked Lotto too. Lotto has always been her biggest nightmare in competition. She jealous of her for years because Lotto is who Ice Spice was pretending to be. She purposely used Nikki so she could get a feature and surpass Lotto. She used Nikki and the Barbs to do so. And at that time, Ice Spice and Nikki had a relationship. And like every relationship that involves Nicki Minaj, it falls out at some point. Something bad happens to where Nikki and said artist just don't work together no more.
Nicki Minaj for forgiveness after realizing she's flopping without the Barbs. So you got Ice Spice out here commenting on Nicki Minaj's post, out here trying to get Nicki Minaj to be back cool with her after dissing her, right? Ice Spice is realizing her fan base ain't as big as she thought it was, right? Been flopping left and right. Done lost 27 million listeners on Spotify, right? And had the nerve.
She lost 27 million. That's tough. Yeah, you was getting carried by her. I ain't gonna lie, that's tough.
Minaj delusional. Now it's looking like Ice Spice was the delusional one. She was delusional because she thought she was that big when in reality, that was a lot of bars banging with her, right? It's looking like Ice Spice was the one that was.
But we all know this, bro. This ain't
because she
like
didn't
what?
appreciate a mega star like Nicki collaborating with her, right? To this day, her biggest songs are songs that was with Nicki Minaj. Now,
and in September last year, Ice Spice would come out and she would talk about it. She would talk about the drama with her and Nicki Minaj. In the middle of 2024, Baby Storm, the friend.
Bro, now this nigga playing GTA music.
And in September last year, Ice Spice
songs that was with Nicki Minaj. Now,
And in September last year, Ice Spice will come out and she were nature and Nicki Minaj.
I don't know what the
relationship
fuck
with
going
Ice Spice.
on,
And Ice
bro.
Spice will come out
This nigga
and
needs
she would
instrumentals.
confirm it. She would confirm that what happened in that situation and the messages that were exposed were real. Ice Spice sat down and addressed her sadness and disappointment in Baby Storm. She said, I think the saddest part of the whole situation is somebody I knew for many years, someone I called my friend, had me open up and be vulnerable with them, then took complete advantage of that for their own benefit. So the saddest part really was just feeling used. Ultimately, some of them texts were about contract negotiations as Nicki was trying to sign Ice Spice at the time. What I said in them texts was just in a moment of frustration around contract negotiations. And the messages that Ice Spice was referencing was when she would say this: the song is an opportunity I brought to Nicki Minaj because the Barbie producers invited me to do it alone. But since that's her brand, I invited her on and she doesn't even see that as me bringing her something. She's kind of like my mom, ungrateful and delusional. I cut her off by the way. I'm not speaking on her till January. And I'm not gonna lie, Ice Spice owning up to the messages isn't something that we would see a lot of people do. She came out and she said, yes, you know, I was just mad about the contract shit. A lot of people wouldn't have took that up. Like a lot of people wouldn't have really admitted that. But the problem is you dissing Nicki Minaj out of all people. Messages of you talking down on Nicki Minaj came out.
Bro, she falling off, bro. She falling off hard. You know what I'm saying? She falling off hard, bro.
Most cult-like fan bases of all time. And immediately when this information came
I don't even
out,
know why you biting the hand that's
of
feeding you
Ice
low
Spice
key.
fan
That's
base
what it's
turned
feeling
her,
like.
because think about it.
Without her, you wouldn't have
Who
nothing.
is the
You lost
average Ice Spice audience?
20 million? 20 fucking million? 20 million?
Ain't probably you. It's not me. Like, it's not just the average nigga listening to music. The average Ice Spice fan base probably had a mix of Barbs in it. Probably had a mix of Lotto fans. Probably had a mix of all of these people that Ice Spice came to beef with, right? So for you to know as a fact that a large portion of your audience is the Barbs, is Nicki Minaj fan, then messages of you talking down on Nicki came out. 2 and 2 just adding together. A lot of these people turned on Ice Spice. A lot of these people look at Ice Spice now and they see a clown. They see somebody who turned on their goat. These Nicki fans not fucking with Ice Spice no more. Before I keep going on, I drop all my vids on Spotify now. It get like print. This how she was trying to led to her. Nicki Minaj not being as close as they could be today. In an interview with Kiki Palmer, she explains how it essentially just wasn't the right time. I really tried to let our lawyers handle everything and our managers, but I was already signed when she was trying to sign me. So I think that's where the hiccups were, because it was really like no room anymore at that point to make a deal. I'm signing 2 labels, so that was already a thing. But even though that didn't pan out, it's love like always. I still look up to her like she's my mother. Calling back to the message where she said Nicki Minaj is.
But you
like
really
my
can be
mother,
signed to 2 labels. I know you can be signed to, like, is that what it is? It's like you under somebody and then they're over, like a label is over them, or is she like actually signed to 2 different labels? You know, I don't know how that should be working, bro.
She's ungrateful.
I think it's like because she probably under her, cause ain't no fucking way.
It's kind of just going back. She would also say, I could have chose different words, but at the end of the day, regardless of how I felt about Nicki in that moment, she's still somebody I respect as an artist. I'm always going to admire everything she's done for me and the culture. And honestly, this was a real mature response from Ice Spice. I feel like a lot of people probably wouldn't expected a response like this from Ice Spice. And some people are going to try to say she's saving face, like the clip I played earlier. He's like, yeah, Ice Spice trying to save face and trying to suck up the Nicki Minaj because she want the fan base. But I feel like at that same time, it could be a mix of that and her realizing maybe I shouldn't have been talking how I was talking in the messages. And even though I do respect her as a person, I can admit where I was wrong in this situation. But aside from all the antics, back to the music point, Ice Spice lost a lot of her relevance because the music just simply wasn't good. And it's not like I'm just sitting here talking crazy or I'm talking shit. I'm just keeping it 100. Like the music Ice Spice was putting out wasn't really quality music.
It's like short, low substance TikTok music for real. You know what I'm saying? She made a fucking SpongeBob fucking song, bro. Big guy.
Hold up. Nothing not quality is gonna hold up. She was lacking something in the music department. Comparing her to a lot of other female artists that we have right now, you know, a BK the Ruler, that's real quality music. Doechii, even though Doechii is very hated, that's real. Bro,
I heard Doechii be going crazy.
You want to look outside of him.
I don't even listen to her. People always talking about
Pink Panthers. There's so much quality music coming from all of these different women, and then once you look at Ice Spice, you question her. You're like, why would I throw you on when everybody else is really dropping good music? And you're
bangers.
Keep saying the reason as to why Ice Spice fell off has to do with the fact that she was colorist. I think that argument falls flat when you remember that she's a rapper. If people in the rap scene actually cared about colorism what they say they do, there would be no rappers. I'm sorry. The amount of rappers that y'all will have will be very small. I think the reason as to why she's flopping is because the well for Ice Spice dried up. Let's think about Ice Spice. What is she? The light-skinned, thick girl who goes viral. And none of those are sustainable. I'm so sorry. Because at some point, no matter how pretty you are, no matter how viral you are,
There's
no
no
matter how
substance to it.
you are, no matter how thick you are, there has to come a point where people are going to judge you as a rapper for
your
the lyrics that you
skill.
write, and if they are not good, you will cease to exist. You know, you'll become another Sweetie.
I feel like the labels and shit benefit off. They knew that. Like, these motherfuckers be knowing. They're like, you know what? And they don't be giving a fuck either about like people's careers, and people. I feel like people also be like ignorant to it. But these labels will turn around and like, let me cash in. You know, they'll be on some like, we know she ain't gonna be hot forever, so we gonna cash in right now and then shove her ass. That's some bullshit.
The colorism issues happened around the same time as the well drying up.
And mind you, you don't even know none of this shit. You probably find about how the shit even goes later when you already fucked. You know what I'm saying?
Or like, oh, she's flopping because of the colorism stuff. That really didn't have anything to do with it. If you actually look at the whole Baby Sky situation, that
yeah, she's gonna make good music, bro. That's all that is.
Chronically online to see the screenshot to see what
like
people
not
talking about with Ice Spice. Cleopatra mess was still chronically
not
online,
nothing. We just
not
who say, hey, bro, put on that Ice Spice. Who says that shit, bro? Come on.
The Baby Storm situation. I think they both did a bit of damage, but did I think it was like super like great? No. I honestly think the future of Ice Spice started looking real not great when she released Fat Butt and people did not respond to it that well. And then she had the album, nobody responded to it well. Oh, and then there was that drama with like her.
That shit name what?
And then she had the album, nobody, when she released Fat Butt and people did that drama. The whole album.
What kind of names do Ice Spice be having for these goddamn songs?
And then skip to like 5-6 months later, it's Christmas time, she releases the deluxe. Now what sense did that make? Plus, the people who were featured on it were not great features. We're talking about the Baby, Double A, Anuel Double A, which if you don't know, he's like low-key problematic, and also he's like a reggaeton artist. Like, what kind of sense did that make, girl? BB Tricks, who I guess kind of has a similar audience to Ice Spice, not really, I'm not sure.
Now, I'm not saying Ice Spice can't turn around and drop a hit. She probably could drop a hit, a substantialist hit, because that's what she creates. But she hold an audience. Will she be able to hold that same audience that she once had? Will her looks or will these things outside of music be able to carry? Because not only as an artist, your music is worse, but numbers wise for hip hop as a whole, numbers are worse. So if you're coming into not gonna say dying, but a genre on a decline, and you're not making something exceptional, you're not making something to negate the fact that the genre that you're in is on a decline. You're making burger music, nigga. This shit dirt. It's like the numbers.
He called that shit burger music.
It makes sense that the numbers are only gonna go down. And a large part of why hip hop is in the place it is now, because quality music isn't coming out. And this just adds on to that exact topic. But what about 2026? What has this year had in store for Ice Spice? A lot of bullshit. A lot of just random controversy that nobody really expected. I mean, if we go back a couple months, what happened? Ice Spice is out in a McDonald's. She's literally in a McDonald's. And a fan ran down to her. She got to fighting in the middle of a McDonald's.
Yeah, we react to that shit, nigga. She was, boy, that girl targeted her, though. That's what it felt like at that time.
On Friday, April 17th, TMZ shared a video of Ice Spice being assaulted by a woman inside a Los Angeles.
We reacted to that shit. I remember that shit, boy. I remember that shit.
McDonald's, which happened early Wednesday morning. In the footage below, you can see Ice Spice and a friend talking in a booth when another woman walks up to her table. Ice Spice and her friend appear to have no interest in talking with this young woman. Nevertheless, Ice Spice could be seen pointing her finger to the door as a signal for the young woman to leave him alone. The fan don't take the hint. It begins to hit Ice Spice. A brief scuffle begins between them. Another man jumps in and
then the girl had the nerve to fucking lie. Like, I remember niggas exposed her. She had the nerve to lie. But we got the footage on Instagram and shit about how the situation went down. Just a fucking cloud chasing lie. It's tough.
Ice Spice jumps from table to confront the attacker outside of McDonald's. Now, I would show y'all the film, but y'all know the answer to that. We're on YouTube. I can't show you somebody beating somebody else's ass. Otherwise,
hey, I'm on YouTube too. I ain't gonna say nothing. I was about to say some shit. I ain't gonna do it, YouTube. Appreciate that.
Y'all not gonna see the video. And so basically in the Middle East, McDonald's, Ice Spice getting hands put on her for really no reason at all. She tried to fight the girl. She tried to defend herself. The girl was gone. She got dragged out the store. And her attorney will come out and say the unprovoked attack on my client has been reported to the LAPD. and we will be pursuing any and all criminal and civil events. Unprovoked attack on my client has been reported to the LAPD, and we will be pursuing any and all criminal and civil avenues to hold the perpetrators responsible for their actions. We're also exploring holding the location responsible for their lack of appropriate security. Now, this is some bullshit.
Nigga, they was at McDonald's. What the fuck? What kind of security do you need? It's McDonald's. What? Bruh.
This is McDonald's. This isn't a high-end restaurant. This ain't a
It's McDonald's. What the fuck you talking about?
club. This ain't a bar. You're gonna
Bro, imagine if the niggas started putting security in McDonald's, bro. We have truly come to an end if niggas do that
try
shit.
to hold McDonald's accountable for not having
Fucks
the
no.
appropriate security. I think that's some bullshit. This is McDonald's you're talking about. You don't go in McDonald's and expect, you know, some security to really be, unless you in Atlanta. Unless you in Atlanta or you out in the hood somewhere, bro. You're not about to walk into no fast food place and see security in there. If you ever been to Atlanta, you know exactly what I'm talking about.
I think if you ever walk into a place like a fast food place that got security in there, I think you should walk right the fuck back out. That should tell you everything you needed to know.
You going to goddamn
Fuck
Hungry
that.
AF. You going to JJ's. You going to a lot of these fast food places out in Atlanta. They have security. They literally have security at the door because they know how niggas get. LA McDonald's.
Yeah, I'm gonna
I've
turn
been to
around.
LA. I don't went into LA. Did I go into LA? I might be lying. I didn't go into LA McDonald's, but I went in restaurants in LA. Went in plenty of restaurants in LA. And I ain't never seen no security just posted up in there. But Ice Spice's career over these past
That's
years
not
just
even how that
haven't
works.
really
What the
been
fuck?
best. Is there a chance she could turn it around? Yes, because she really is this media personality. I feel like Ice Spice would probably end up going down the route of really being a content creator. She did try to do the streaming stuff, but she didn't commit to it, and she really didn't seem like she knew what she was doing. But I mean, like, she could be an interview host.
Hey, bro. Hey, if you watch this video, man, what's your name, bro? Get like, hey, turn up that fucking. I don't even know that shit. That Fortnite music. Turn that shit off in the background, bro. W video, but that shit pissing me off, man.
Something like that where she's a
But anyways, man, that look like the end of the video, man. Go check that video out. You know what I'm saying? But if you fuck with this video, you know what I'm saying? Share, comment, like, subscribe, do all that, man. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all. I'm out, man. Peace.